and I can see how they did that, to be honest with you. They also let go of Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah, Yannick Ngakoue. Well, he wanted to get out of there.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
as an organization, if you were trying to win,
he was talking about holding out, so I don't blame them. I mean, they missed out. They lost like what, a couple million, like $10 million, still by trading him. They still lost out on that money. And even you remember Maurice Jones-Drew, of course. He was on Twitter. He was like, "Can anyone tell me what's going on in Duval? How do you draft a player top 5 and cut him 3 years later? How do you say his skill set doesn't match your scheme and when he is your best player at your position? What philosophy in football is successful without good players?"
I just told you, it's not about his play at all.
Yeah.
It don't have nothing to do with it. If that's the case, the man went for, he rushed for 100 yards a game, over 1,000 yards last season. I mean, how could you throw away that?
Yeah.
Unless it was another issue beyond his performance on the field.
Yeah. He was leading our conference, or our little division in yards for a little while.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. Well, we'll see what goes on with him. We'll see. And crazy, I drafted him in my fantasy too.
Yeah.
He was one of my flex.
I want to know, did they grab any good young running backs from the draft?
I don't think so.
I know they went defense heavy, but I wonder, did they see something in some young cat?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I'm going to be a Tampa Bay fan this year. Matter of fact, I'm going to Tampa tomorrow, Friday. Like shit, I'm Tampa because I could never say that I really like Brady because the Patriots they beat the Jaguars that one year and they cheated. Yeah. So I was like, I can't be the Patriots fan because Jaguars is my team. But ever since Brady won that Super Bowl in Jacksonville, Brady was my boy. But then he had all the deflate gate and all that, so I couldn't really cheer for the man. But I think that the Super Bowl is going to be in Tampa.
Yeah.
And he has something to play for, so I'm expecting to see some big numbers from him. I mean, he got those wide receivers out there.
And Mike Evans and Calvin.
Yeah, man. I've heard Gronk is coming out of retirement to play tight end.
And their defense ain't bad neither.
I'm going for Tampa, man. I mean, I'm Florida-based. I mean, I see you got the Miami Hurricanes on, but I can't really cheer for the Dolphins. That wouldn't sound right. I wouldn't even feel right.
Dolphins fan. I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah, you always have a weird ass.
What you mean?
Who is your friend? You remember you went for? Remember you went for Cleveland last year?
Yeah, that wasn't because I wanted Cleveland to win. I was just saying I think Cleveland got something to prove, but they didn't have nothing to prove.
Man,
look, man, I watch basketball. I'm not big on football. I've been a Giants fan for a minute. And then I'll put the Jaguars on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? If I had to pick a team who's going to be successful, I'm going to rock with that boy Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes is nice, but I'm rocking with Lamar, man. Then they got something cooking up there in Baltimore, man. They defense is nice, and they got weapons that's young. If we talking about basketball, you talking all my weird stuff. I'm a Miami Heat fan. That's my team. Who I'm going for to win, I think it's going to be.
Yeah, let's talk a little basketball because have it out there, huh?
So yeah, man. So the playoffs are going on. Teams are going back and forth. Miami's going against Milwaukee Bucks right now. They're up 1-0 against them. The Rockets and the Thunder are going into Game 7. I don't know who. If you had to pick a team right now between the Rockets and the Thunder, at this moment in time, they're not playing Game 7. Who do you pick? Who you going for?
I haven't seen the Thunder play, but I would go with the Rockets just because they were winning without Russell Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine once you add him back into the lineup, if he's back now or not. Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, I imagine they'll take Game 7.
I mean, he was back. He's been back for 1 or 2 games now, and they lost one.
Yeah, well, you guys go with the show. I mean, that's give or take. But
well, we'll see.
That would be my bet. But I'm not confident enough to bet the house. But I would think that Russell Westbrook would give Houston an advantage.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see, man. I'm going with the Rockets on that one. The Nuggets just beat the Jazz in Game 7, so they'll go on to play, I believe, the winner of the Clippers and the Mavericks, which is going to be the Clippers, obviously, they already won. So I think it's going to be the Nuggets versus the Clippers, and I think it's going to be the Rockets versus the Lakers in the West. The Celtics and the Raptors are going back and forth. Right now, the Celtics are beating them 1-0. It's about to be 2-0.
The Raptors need to do something better than what they're doing, man.
They don't have that certified bucket getter. Excuse me, they're leading 2-0. Excuse me, my fault.
Raptors are leading 2-0?
No. No. The Celtics are leading 2-0, not 1-0, 2-0.
Hey man, this Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, no, because I said the Celtics were up 1-0, but I meant to say they were up 2-0, not 1-0.
Yeah, well, shout out to the front office over there because they got rid of Horford and all those old guys, and they doing their thing, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, they got a nice little lineup. They're mostly young. Kemba, he's like 28, 29. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They're both like Jaylen Brown's like 22, Jason Tatum's like 21. And they got Marcus Smart and a couple other good pieces off the bench. So that's a nice little young team to look out for. I'm going for the Heat. You know, that's my team, but I think the Clippers are going to win. Although the Nuggets might give them a hard time. The Nuggets are going hard.
You think the Clippers going to win the whole thing?
I think the Clippers are going to win the NBA championship, yeah. If Paul George gets his life together.
That's my pick. But I don't know. Oh, that brings up a whole nother argument. I don't know whether to do this one first or after we talk. Because we can talk for hours about this next one. I'm going to skip it and come back. But first I want to just say rest in peace and give our condolences to the family of John Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
He passed away, too, not too long ago, man. So it was definitely one of those years, man, where it happens in 3s and 6s and 9s and shit. This happened in the 30s. Well, I'm sure, man, we got some losses, man, this year.
Yeah, we're going down right now, man. It's tough.
Yeah, but what do you think of John Thompson? What does he mean to you?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. He's before my time. You know what I mean? I know of his legacy. You know what I mean? I've heard good things, and I've seen good things, and I watched AI be the product that he is, and I've seen documentaries on little mini short documentaries on John Thompson before. So what I've seen, he's a great coach. You know, I respect a real good basketball coach, you know what I mean? Especially one that knows how to get in your head, but also have your back when you need him to, you know what I mean? So there's not a lot of those coaches out there. A lot of them just worry about their own self-interest. And I think he was one who really got close with the players. And, you know, AI always spoke highly of him. And AI was someone that I always thought very highly of. You know what I mean? AI was just an icon in my eyes, you know? So anybody that gets high praise from him, you know, gets that same regard for me. So RIP to the man, for real, man. Prayers up to his family.
Yeah, he was about 78, man. So that's like when you hear numbers like that, it's like, okay, well, hey, I got about 30 more out here. 30 plus out here. Ain't so bad being 40. So you know, trust me, man. When you get man, you watch the news, man. It's a emotional roller coaster once you get certain age. But like you said, rest in peace. Definitely put in some work out here. So before we get too far, because we got to wrap it up, I think we already know about who all is playing in the playoffs and all that, who to look for. What me and you talked a little bit about real quick was the greatest of all time. And we see that perhaps the tables have tilted in favor of some young man that's making some moves. So much that we saying that if such and such happens, then this would happen, and then he would be the greatest of all time. And then I say, well, he could never be the greatest of all time because of this and this and that. And that means, of course, we're talking about the King James. And so I'm going to let you go first. A scenario in which he would be considered the greatest of all time.
Well, I'll start the conversation by saying that I have, and you can check the tapes on this one back to our earliest episode of Real to Real. I'm on record as saying that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. Above that mark. However, history does change, and I'm not saying that LeBron is better than him right now. You know what I mean? I'm saying right now that he needs at least 2 more rings and at least an MVP, and I think it's a good argument for him to be the greatest of all time. But let us know what y'all think, man. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at RealToReal904. You can follow me at Dev_904. And you can follow Cuzzo at KUZZODEVILLE. We're having some technical difficulties, so we will be signing off. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll check out for y'all next time.